Hey, my name is Ricardo Valdez, and the person I chose to research was Sean Bell. Sean Bell was involved in a shooting by the NYPD on November 25th, 2006. Sean Bell was 23 years old the night he was murdered. He is left behind by his father, William Bell and Valerie Bell. In a documentary with Complex, his ex-fiancee Nicole Powdry Bell went on record saying he was a person who really cared about his family. He really cared about his friends. He was a mama's boy, she says. Sean was very shy. He was so shy. He wasn't, the guy that wanted all the attention on him. So just a regular, I would say, dude in America who, who really loved and cared about his family. He was also a local baseball star, which his father was very proud of. He leaves behind his daughter, Jordan and Jada. The officers involved in the shooting, where all officers were acquitted on all charges, meaning no one was there was no legal repercussions because of the shooting. Gaspar Isnora was the officer involved. It was also officer involved, and he was fired outright. Detective Michael Carey who remains employed, denied all involvement and went through every legal route to do so. Marcus Cooper had to resign, but was able to keep his pension of $55,000. Paul Headley resigned as well. Michael Oliver, who fired the most shots, 31 shots into the car, he was able to receive his pension of $40,000. The law governing this case were specific to penal codes, and especially which one that describes the use of deadly force is necessary to defend the police officer or peace officers or other persons from the officer's reasonable belief to use force of imminent use of deadly force. But what is interesting about this is that regardless of the accusations of Sean Bell using his car to ram a police van, it was not necessary, or the force says that it went beyond what officers should do in a case where a car is being used as a weapon. The trial was tried by a judge, and in this trial, I thought it was interesting that I think that a jury would have created better results and would have made a better, fair trial. The Department of Justice also opened a case but found insufficient evidence of civil rights violations. What I think will provide true justice in this case would be to start the root of the problem and implement actions to get rid of deadly force within the New York City Police Department. I think it's been a long time coming that we would need to implement education for de-escalation solutions to any problem that would result in that could result in physical violence. Continuing education classes, I think, is important because there's always something that we could and should know, because the world is forever changing. These things that I'm asking could be easily funded due to the known fact that police departments regularly are armed with weapons that cost billions of dollars. I think it'd be important to also implement history courses in police departments across the United States because of the historical connection between the African American community and policing in the United States. But I also think that a jury should be involved in all officer-involved shootings, because I think that it would be a true reflection of the community, and it would provide a truer form of justice, I believe. And I believe also one more thing would be to implement regular health checks for all police officers. I think it would be very important for the public to know the mental state of people involved in activity that is very high risk. So I think that these implementations would be the most important to provide the truest justice in the Sean Bell shooting. I want to thank you guys so much.